Hi guys, this is Dave Naranjo from LinkedIn Connect, and today I want to show you some creative ways to use LinkedIn's advanced search to find people in whatever niche you're targeting. And of course, LinkedIn is the best for B2B marketing. So the search that they give you allows you to find people based on their titles, what schools they went to, keywords in their profile, their industry, and other factors. If you have a premium account, you get to use a couple more search terms, but I found that even with a free account, you can get a lot done if you use things like Boolean searches, for instance, to narrow down on your target market. And I'll show you a couple things now. So first, what you want to do when you're using advanced search is you want to find the broad market. You want to find as many people as possible that fit the search parameters that you're looking for. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to click all of these, all of your first level connections, second, group, and third level, and everyone else. And then LinkedIn will show you the entire spectrum of the people that fit your search parameters. And so let's say you wanted to find owners, people who own the business, or call them, it's self-reported information, so it may or may not be completely accurate, but what I found is that it's quite accurate. And so you're going to find people that are owners, and let's say you wanted to find the industry. Just take a simple one. Let's just go with the first one here, accounting, okay? So you just press search, and there are 180,000 people on LinkedIn that fit these very simple parameters. They call themselves the owner of their company. They're in the accounting industry. Now, sometimes someone may be in the accounting industry, but their title, they might call themselves owner, but maybe they work at an accounting firm, but they don't own that accounting firm. So just keep that in mind. They may not be the owner of the accounting firm. They may own a completely different business. They might be an entrepreneur or a small business person, and they have a side business, and they're the owner of that business. So when you're doing a search, that is something that might happen when you're trying to connect with people. So just be careful. Make sure that they are actually the owner of the company in the industry that you're looking for. Now, another way that you may be able to narrow down to people who are really the owners is by adding a Boolean search in here. So Boolean is just the words that you use in the search to tie certain phrases and keywords together. So let's say you wanted to find, you want to make sure that they're most likely the owner of their accounting firm. Maybe you could put in a term like, or a keyword like CEO. Maybe they're the owner and CEO. And now you have 1,300 people, almost 1,400 people to look at. But also, when you look over here, Green Metro Restoration. So this guy here, right up front, we could tell he's not the owner of the accounting industry, and I'm not even sure why he's telling that he is in the accounting industry. So not everybody, when they're filling out their profile, fills it out correctly. Maybe it is correct. I don't know. I haven't taken a hard look at this guy's profile. But it's just something to keep in mind when you're doing searches for yourself and you want to target people in specific industries that have specific titles. Now, let's say we wanted to find people that are, let's say I wanted to find forensic accountants or accounting firms that do forensic accounting. Then what I might want to put in the keyword is forensic. So now there's 3,400 people that show up that not only have the current title of owner, but they're in the accounting industry and they have the keyword forensic in somewhere in their profile. So that tells me maybe their accounting firm does forensic accounting. So if I have a service that's specific for forensic accountants, this would be a great audience to try and target and to try and get in contact with on LinkedIn. In another video that I'm going to create, I'll show you the best ways to connect with people on LinkedIn. Because at this moment in time, direct messaging on LinkedIn is very powerful, but there are some limitations. You have to be connected. So, if you have a premium account, you may be able to send out 50 in-mails to people that you're not connected to. But anyone who is in sales knows that usually in order to get leads or to get a client, you need to send out a lot more than 50 messages. So the only way to do that is to be connected on the first level. So to be a first level connection with people in your targeted industry. So if I was going after these people, I'd want to try and send a connection request to as many of these people as possible. And I'll show you more about that later. But for now, we're going to be just concentrating on doing the search and finding some different ways on how to find targeted niches using LinkedIn's advanced search. So now let's target it down a little bit further. Let's say I only wanted to reach people in California and specifically in Los Angeles. Well, I just scroll down here on the side, and then I could pick the location that I want to target. Now we're only showing people who have the title of owner, have the keyword forensic somewhere in their profile, are in Los Angeles, and are in the accounting industry. So now let's say I wanted to expand. I know I want to reach owners, but I also want to reach founders and CEOs. Now, I don't necessarily need people with all of those keywords in their title, but I want them all anyway. So instead of using and, I'm going to use the word or. And make sure you capitalize the word, or else it'll actually search for the word or in the title. But or, when you capitalize it, it's called a Boolean search term, and this will search for people who are owners or founders, founder or CEO. Okay? So there's 185 results. But let's see if that's correct. Sometimes LinkedIn, I don't know what happens with their search engine, but I would think there would be more owners and founders. So let's just see if that search is actually correct. Let's look for just founders. Yeah, it looks like it's correct. So in Los Angeles, there are about 185 people that either have the title founder or CEO or owner. Yes, so that search is correct. So that's how you can use Boolean in the search. And you can use it in the title, you can use it in the company, any of these sections you can use it in. And let's take out forensic and see what comes up. So now I'm searching for all people with those titles in Los Angeles. Okay, so now there's 6,900 people that match those search parameters. So let's look for something else here. Apparently there's 4 services for small business. I just looked this up here because I wasn't sure. And so let's say I wanted to find companies that specialize in tax services. So what I think a good method to find them would be is to search for these titles. I want to reach the decision maker, so that's why I'm going for these like C-level titles, owner, founder, CEO. But let's search for companies that have the keyword tax in their company name. Okay, so these are people that are in the accounting industry in Los Angeles, have those C-level titles, and in their company name they have the keyword tax. So their company is named tax. There's the word tax somewhere in the company title, in the name of the company. So let's take a look. Aha! So this is also really good. So now there's 790 people. So if I had a service that I was selling, and I knew it's of interest to accounting firms that specialize in doing people's taxes, then this would be a great group of people to contact on LinkedIn. And if I wanted to contact them in a specific area in Los Angeles, this is how I'd find them. And you could do this for literally any B2B niche. Now, just a word of caution: if you sell a service to consumers, LinkedIn is a little bit more tricky to work with because you don't know what people are looking for on LinkedIn. Keywords on LinkedIn is not something that someone is searching for. Keyword is something that they have in their profile. So let's take a look at a manual here. You know, we have no idea what Emmanuel wants. I'm sorry, Emmanuel, if you watch this video, I'm not trying to call you out here. Let me just scroll down. What's more important is what's in his profile, okay? Typically, on LinkedIn, people put their experience. So what they're writing down on LinkedIn is their, past business experience and maybe what they're currently doing or selling. So they'll put that in their summary. In their summary, they usually talk about what they're doing now. And then when you scroll down the page, it talks more about their past experience. So when you search for specific keywords in their profile, LinkedIn search fighters are going to search through this here and find those specific words. So keep that in mind. So if you have a service and you think that accountants are, doing a certain search on Google, the keywords that they're entering into Google have nothing to do with the keywords that you're finding here on LinkedIn for them. Because, again, these keywords are not what people are searching for. These are keywords that are in their profile somewhere, either in their title or in their summary or in their past experience, anywhere on their page. So that's something very important to keep in mind. That's what some people get confused with the keywords, because they're doing the search. They want to say, and they're saying, I want to find people that are searching for, such and such widget, or such and such service. What does my, whatever term that you use to identify people on Google, you would not use it here on LinkedIn. It's totally different. So that's very important to keep in mind when searching. But if maybe I could find people that also do forensic accounting, so they have the word tax in their company name, in their current company name, but maybe they also have the word forensic somewhere in their profile. So now these are three very targeted people. They most likely, just based on this quick search, and when you're doing any type of mass marketing or any type of larger outreach, just say you're going to try and get in touch with all of these people, yes, take a look at their profile, but at first, identify the group using as many of these search factors as possible. And so most likely, if I had a service that was of interest to accountants or owners of accounting firms in Los Angeles that do forensic accounting and tax planning, then these might be the best targets for what I'm selling. So I hope this has been helpful, and I hope it wasn't too, too here and there. But I just wanted to give you an idea of how to use keywords and Boolean search factors like and or to narrow down your searches for people on LinkedIn. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me via Skype. My Skype is b2b.leads. You can also email me at dave@linkedInconnect.com. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye.